You shouldn't be like leveling up your husband or whatever. I really feel like that shouldn't be something a woman does. Someone was talking about the situation as well, and it was like she wiped up a Pookie and Ray Ray. This is Nicki Minaj. She wiped up a Pookie and Ray Ray. That's like not cool.
Matt Quebec, man, that girl was heaven sent. Matt Quebec, man, that girl was heaven sent.
So, again, women, take inventory of who you are. When you know who you are, when you know what makes you a catch, you will be able to know what your market value is, kind of in the relationship dating realm. You know what I mean? You know, like, okay, I'm bringing this to the table. I do this. I look like this. I dress like, you know that I'm this kind of person. That way, you know the kind of guy that you want that's a catch for you. You know what I mean? He should be a catch too. If you think you're a woman that's a catch and you think you're flawless, you're a 10, shouldn't you want that same kind of energy in your life in a mate? You know what I mean? Like, he should have it going on as well. That's all I ask. But sometimes you just don't think of that. You're just like, okay, whatever. We vibe, we have chemistry. That is not enough. He needs to be bringing something to the table too. That way you guys can, like, as orange sharpens orange, you guys can, motivate each other. But if you're the superhero, if you're the alpha woman, you're the only alpha person in the relationship, yeah, it'll probably dull you because you're not getting sharpened by the other person, So stop settling for cocktails and conversations, and stop settling just to have a warm body at night. I think about Nicki Minaj had a guy, that was on her level, a rapper that was like, on the record charts, and Meek Mill, she had him. She had a guy like that. So she could have just kept going up and up from there. It was even said that she was talking to Nas, and Nas is like a rap legend. So she had, you know what I mean? Like, she was coming across these good guys. And I'm not saying they're good, but guys that were on her level. And of course, I'm not going to force her to be with somebody that she may not necessarily vibe with. But the fact of the matter is, she was already in the house. So why she wanted to go back out to the parking lot, I don't know. Or go back outside to the garage, I don't know. But I do feel like you can fall in love with anybody, like, as long as they respect you, they treat you with respect, they care about you, care about them. It don't gotta be your ex and this is for, like, all of us too. Like, we just feel like sometimes when we feel like we can only have a connection with this one person from our ex, he's the one that really understood, like, the person from the past that you just can't get over. No, you will connect with other people. Just keep on living. You know what I mean? Don't force anything. Just keep on living, and you will connect with somebody else. It's just like, I don't think we be having enough experiences. Like, we don't let life keep on happening to us. We just feel like, okay, this is in our life. Let me take what I can get. Let me make $1 out of 15 cents kind of thing. Like, all right, he ain't everything, but we'll make it work. No, don't make it work with just like scrapes, just settling. If that's not the man that you had envisioned, if you wanted a man that is ambitious, he works, he takes care of his business, he don't need a handout, just stick to that. You know what I mean? You had that vision, that desire for a reason. That didn't just come upon you just because. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're asking for too much or that's too much. So that's one thing I noticed. I also feel like, sometimes women stay with bad boys or go through the bad boy phase because we have, like, Disney thinking. Like, we just feel like, oh, magic, fairy dust, butterflies. My Prince Charming is here. He's here to save me. And we love the idea of love. We love falling in love and wanting to be loved, and that is cool. But Also use your head. Connect your heart and your head, because you don't want to just fall in love with a dud or a dub. Yeah, you don't want to just fall in love just because. Hey, you need to fall in love because you like the way this person thinks. Like, it's a conscious choice. You know what I mean? Like, you like the way they think, how they handle money. You see them in different situations that you're just like, okay, I respect it. I always say, I feel like for women, we need to look at a guy and think like, okay, if I'm married to him and we have kids, I would be okay if my son was, had him as an example to look up to. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things in him that I like that I wouldn't mind my son having traits like that. And for my daughter should want to, I think, like, that's a good candidate. If it was somebody else like him, like my husband, I want my daughter to marry someone like that. That's the way I think about it. So when you put it in perspective, when you take you out of it and start thinking about legacy, then I feel like you make a better decision. It's not just on you, thinking about, okay, he makes me feel good. No. Would he be a good husband? Would he be a good father? Like, does he have good traits and qualities that will make him a good father, good role model that, you will want a child to look up to? So just take yourself out of it for a little bit and, put the horse before the cart and pause. Let's just think about this. So, just stop falling in love with the idea of Disney princess thinking, please. Number 3, I realized that, we hear don't be in unequally yoked relationships, but unequally yoked relationships don't just start, spiritually, or they're not just because we have a different belief. You can be unequally yoked with someone that believes in God just like you do. If they don't have the same outlook on love, relationships, marriage, lifestyle, money, finances, just things like morals and characters, if that's not the same thing as you are in an unequally yoked relationship. If you're, like I said, an ambitious woman, a hustler kind of woman, and that guy isn't, on his grind trying to make himself better, that's an unequally yoked relationship. You know what I mean? If you see yourself living in a certain type of neighborhood and the guy's just okay with the way things are, and babe, this is okay for me. Like, really, really, he's okay with settling and being just content. That may not be the person for you. You know what I mean? Especially if he's stuck in his ways. Too much. No, retreat. So that's that. So remember, unequally yoked relationships also means lifestyle, hustle, and ambition. Those things should match when you're dating, and of course, kind of background. If you're a good girl, if you never got into trouble, why are you messing with someone that has a criminal background that has, what I mean? Look, everybody ain't no Bonnie. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't built for that. I know I'm not. So, yeah, I like to follow the rules and the laws of the land. I just like to do that. So that's how come I know I'm not about that life. And don't ask me to be about that life. You know what I mean? Thank you. Next person, next caller. But really, think about these things. And I also feel there's so many of these female rappers, so many of these girls on social media, they tote how bad they are, how girls want to be them, they're just that chick. But how come your choices in men isn't reflecting that? You know what I mean? Okay, if you're this goddess, then shouldn't you be pulling a man that's on that kind of same level as you? You know what I mean? Why are you're a queen, but you're dating a pauper? I just don't understand that. You really not no queen, because, in the real queendoms, back in the 18, those kind of days, people married for power. You know what I mean? For, he was the king's son too. That's how you connected. But people just be trying to turn a frog into a prince. And look, none of us are magicians, okay? So leave the fairy tale thinking to Disney. Leave it back into childhood and think about your reality, okay? Think about what you're dealing with. And I feel like the biggest thing I said is think about how these jobs and corporations do you. They do a background check. They do a screening. They ask questions. You'd be so annoyed or whatever, but it's for the company's protection. They ain't about to just let you on. They have a lot at stake. And that's what I feel about these women. Nicki has a lot at stake. They said her brand is even taking a hit because of this. Because of this, her husband scandal and all that stuff that he's in. This stuff matters. But she would like look at herself as the brand that she is. She'd be like, this may be bad for business. Yes, she may love him. You can always have love for him. But does that mean that you need to marry him? No, it doesn't. And, sometimes we have to remember that too. Even though we're not on Nicki Minaj status, sometimes we just can't shake that old person. You may always have love for him, but does that mean you need to marry? No, it doesn't, okay? Stop thinking that, like, that deep love that you feel for that person, you're only going to feel for one person. Guys don't do that. They know, like, they'll get another girl. So I feel like women, we have to think that way too. Like, you will find somebody else that you will really, really like as well. Just don't give up hope and don't give up faith. All right, that's all I had to say, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.